With so many active noise canceling earbuds available nowadays at all different prices, it can be extremely difficult to determine what will be good enough for your needs. Not everyone is willing, and quite frankly, not everyone needs to pay $100+ for a pair of earbuds with this feature, especially if it means giving up other features that are more important. Well, these Digdiy earbuds cover pretty much all of the major bases and are going to provide you with some solid specs relative to what most buyers are looking for. Besides ANC, these are going to give you the latest and greatest in terms of Bluetooth connection, which is Bluetooth 5.2. Battery life is advertised at up to 10 hours on a single charge. They have 4 built-in noise canceling mics for those clear voice calls. And one thing that I'm happy to report with these earbuds is that the Playback Controls give you everything that you would need. You can control your tracks, your calls, and your volume. As for the price, at the time of the video, you can get the Digdiy D10s for right at around $60, and for what you're getting, I'd say the price to performance is respectable. YouTube fam, how y'all doing? TM Nation, how y'all doing? I'm Tech Mo, and I'm telling you, I've had my pair for about 2 weeks now, and I'm gonna go over the specs and the features a little bit later on in this video. I'll also provide you guys with my leakage test, my water test, and my mic quality test throughout the video, so make sure you watch the whole thing to get the full experience. Also, if you want to pick a pair of these up, I will leave a link to these in the description so you can check them out for yourself. So first, taking a look at what you'll get inside of the box, you get pretty much everything you would need to get the earbuds up and running. This includes a pretty nice and easy to read user manual. Followed by that, you get a USB Type-C cable to charge the case, 2 pairs of different sized ear tips, and last but not least, your earbuds and the charging case. First, taking a look at the design of the case, it's sturdy and it's made out of a harder plastic material. You don't have too much going on the outside besides the 4 LED lights in the front. These lights will illuminate to show you how much charge is left on the case itself, and if you ever want to trigger them, you have that control on the bottom of the case next to the USB Type-C port. For battery life with the case, it'll take you about 2 hours to charge it from completely dead, and you'll be able to charge the earbuds about 4 times before you have to charge the case itself. As for battery life with the earbuds, they're listed at up to 10 hours with active noise canceling off. Since I've had them, I've averaged about 7 hours and 28 minutes not using ANC. Now on the other hand, my numbers have been kind of all over the place with ANC on. I was able to get 4 hours and 20 minutes the first time, under 4 hours the second time, and the last time was 4 hours and 7 minutes. So based on the way that you use your earbuds, your usage time may be higher or lower than mine. I usually use mine for a couple of voice calls, but mainly music and YouTube videos. Also, the volume that you use your earbuds at is a major factor. Me personally, with these earbuds, I'm usually between 75 and 100%. Now moving on and touching on the design of the earbuds, they look fine in my opinion. The buds with stems are usually not my first pick, but with these they feel fine in the ears. They're not overly heavy, overly large, and they're not uncomfortable. In my opinion, the stems on these are pretty much the perfect size to put them in and out of your ears. I don't think that they're too long or too short. One thing that I like about the design of the earbuds is that even if you're not using ANC, you still will get some nice passive noise canceling if you have the correct size ear tips installed. To my ears, they also provide a pretty good seal, and they don't leak that much sound, but they're not perfect. They do leak some like most true wireless earbuds. Let's take a listen. Alright, so moving on and touching on the pairing, like I said earlier, these are using the latest and greatest, which is Bluetooth 5.2, so pairing with these is super simple and super fast. All that you have to do is open up the case and take the earbuds out. That will automatically put them into pairing mode. Once you see the flashing lights on the earbuds, you'll know that they're in pairing mode and you're good to go in finding them on your device. From there, like pretty much any other pair of Bluetooth earbuds, find them on your device, connect to them, and you're good to go. Now, I have used the D10s to watch quite a few different YouTube videos on both my Galaxy S20 and my iPhone 12. I haven't experienced any lag or desync through the YouTube app. I'm also impressed with the working range that you get with these earbuds. I don't have an actual number to give you, but I can tell you I can pretty much leave my device here in my workroom and walk all around my house without any audio dropouts. And as I mentioned earlier, these do have active noise canceling, and it's advertised that canceling up to 80% of your ambient noise at a maximum of 28 decibels. In my experience, these do a pretty good job of blocking out noises such as fans buzzing and AC running, light talking, and humming type noises. Now, is it class leading active noise canceling? No, I wouldn't say that it is, but not everybody is looking for that and not everybody needs that. For me, it'll get the job done. These also do have a transparency mode that you can toggle on or off that will actually let in the ambient noise around you so you can hear your environment. This is a nice feature to have, but I use it in limited situations. Usually if I want to know what's going on around me, I just pop my earbud out or turn my volume down. But if I'm in an airport or something of that nature, the feature can come in handy. If you're looking at buying these for exercising, they are IPX8 certified, so splashes of water or sweat will not harm them. I have taken them to the gym with me a couple of times, and even when I became sweaty, they didn't malfunction at all. Now keep in mind they do not have any ear hooks or ear fins to keep them in place, so they did move around a little bit once the sweat started flowing, but in general, they stayed in place pretty well. But I did do my water test by spraying water all around the earbuds and inside of the earbuds just to see how they would react. Let's take a look at what happened. Now, like I was saying in the intro, these do have 4 noise canceling mics built into the earbuds, and I think that they do a pretty good job in terms of capturing clear audio when you're using them for voice calls. I have made a few voice calls using the earbuds and nobody that I talked to complained about how I sounded, but so that you guys can judge for yourselves, I did take a sample. Let's take a listen. Alright guys, so right now I have the earbuds paired to my iPhone 12. The audio that you're hearing is coming directly from the microphones on the earbuds. Now I'm not going to do any type of editing to this audio, so this should give you a pretty good idea of how you'll sound if you use these for voice calls. I did speak about the playback controls a little bit earlier on in this video, but for those of you that are wondering, these use touch controls. Like I said, you have all of your controls. You can control your tracks, your volume, your calls, and even summon your voice assistant. The playback controls for me have been really accurate. So far, I haven't had any issues getting them to pick up my feedback, so in that area, they're perfect. Alright, so moving on and touching on the audio quality with the Digdiy D10s. The audio quality is respectable for me. No, they didn't blow me away, but they'll be more than adequate for most people. To my ears, the sound signature is relatively flat, and that's okay because some people do like that. It's great for vocal heavy listening, such as podcasts. But if you listen to a lot of music or listen to a lot of podcasts and you like a lot more high end, these may not be the earbuds for your listening. The bass with these is also okay. It's not overpowering by any means, and I wouldn't consider these as extra bass earbuds. But they do pack a small punch, so if you're listening to something with a nice bass line, you will be able to feel it. Overall, like I said, the sound quality did not blow me away, but I think that they sound pretty good for the price, and they'll be more than adequate for most listeners. I do want to say this though about the output. I do think that they'll get loud enough for most people, but to my ears, they are a little bit quiet. Now, I don't want to make it seem like they're crazy quiet and you can't hear what's going on, because that's simply not the case. But for my listening, I usually have these at about 100%. Like I said, it'll probably be more than adequate for most people, but for those of you that like to listen to your music extra loud, these are not going to do it for you. But taking everything into consideration, I think that these are a good value for the price that you're paying. You're not giving up much. The call quality is respectable. The battery life is decent, and the audio quality is above average. And not only those features make these a good value, you're also getting decent active noise canceling with transparency mode, and remember, you do have wireless charging. So if you're on a budget and you want to spend below $75 on a decent pair of active noise canceling earbuds, I would say that these are a nice choice. You made it this far through the video, so please drop me a like if you haven't done so already. And if you're new here, consider subscribing to get more of this content. I sincerely appreciate you guys coming through and hanging out with your boy. I'll catch you in the next one, but until then, it's your boy Tech Mo, and I'm out. Peace.